One of the biggest aspects of doing SEO, and especially if you're doing entity SEO or if you're doing semantic SEO or any type of SEO framework that you may be following, a big part of it is the entities that you use on your page. But more importantly, is the entities that you use in your headlines, in your title, in your conclusion, and also how you sprinkle those across your article. And now everyone knows that. But what most people don't know, that there is a way to improve your titles so that you go from maybe the bottom of page 1 to ranking number 1. And I have done this for numerous clients over the years who are at the bottom of the page, who are not even on the first page of SERPs. And I just improved their salience score and they jumped from the bottom to the top. So in this video, I'm going to show you an absolutely free way to do this. And in fact, it's the most effective way of doing it. We're going to use a combination of ChatGPT, and there's another free tool that I'm going to use. It's linked in the description. And we're going to generate high quality titles that not only have a great salience score, but will also rank very well. So before I go into the video, just want to say I offer SEO services. A big part of that is my website audit service. I get a lot of people who ask me to audit their websites, and one of the things I'm looking at is their website's overall sentiment and their overall experience, what people are experiencing when they go on the website. That is something that no tool can do, and it requires a human touch and requires someone with experience. So as soon as I get onto a website, as soon as I look at a client's Google Search Console, I already have a very good idea of what I'm going to find on the website. That's only a matter for me to gather evidence and to figure out how to fix the problems that I identify on the site. And so I don't need to use a lot of expensive tools. I don't need to hire a lot of people to do this, but my audits are highly effective. And over the years, it has helped hundreds of businesses quite literally go from no place to some place. And I consult with a lot of digital marketing agencies. Also, I offer monthly SEO services. There's a link in the description for the Google Forms, and I'll get in touch with you and we can discuss what you're looking for. Initially, I'd like to see your Google Search Console to begin with, and then we can go from there. I work with a lot of different businesses. I don't really care what industry you're in. So as long as it's a website that's not being abused, I can work with it. So let's get into the video. The salience score is a scientific indicator of your content. It's a scientific indicator of how your content is interpreted by Google search. Google has this unique goal of offering the most relevant content to its users. So when a user searches for a query, Google will show to users what it believes is the most relevant to their search query. So there's three most important factors to this. The most important factor is topical relevance, and it's the topical relevance of your page, and it's the topical relevance of your domain. So these two types of topical relevance have to be in line. The next one is user experience, and the third one is backlinks. So backlinks have over the years been demoted, sort of like at how important they are. I have ranked websites without a single backlink built, and so I can tell you with a great deal of confidence, you don't need a lot of backlinks to link. So now that you know what we're going to get into, let me show you exactly how to measure your salience score and how to use that to improve your titles. Let's jump in. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we will use what's called a salience calculator. And what this does is it calculates the salience score of whatever text you put in. And so ideally, we want to have a salience score that's nearest to 1. And so the scoring scale is from 0 to 1. So anything in between 0 to 1. So 0 is the lowest, 1 is the highest. So anything in between that, the closer to 1 is the best score that we can go for. So I'm going to generate titles that have a very high salience score. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use ChatGPT. And what I've done here is I've added, I want you to suggest 10 headlines based on variations of the headline below. Make sure the dog training tips appear as is in the title. Top 5 dog training tips for beginners. This is the title I gave it. This title doesn't have a very good salience score. So if you look at the title, salience score is I think 0.4 or something, 0.56. So I want a higher salience score. When I ran this, ChatGPT generated 10 different suggestions that I asked it. The best suggestion I got was suggestion number 4, I think. So just use this. as suggestion number 4, copy it over here, and hit unlock. So unlocking success, this is a 0.76. There's another one that we did really well, which was I think at number 5. Let's take a look at number 5. Yeah, this one did not do so well. So number 4 was the best one, I think. And so we would go with this one. What I would also do is I would use one, for instance, I would have this as my H1 or my title. So unlocking, so this will be my title. And then I would choose another one of these as my H1, which is probably will be with the second highest score, or maybe generate more of these. When you're optimizing existing pages and you've got a lot of existing pages that you want to optimize, I would advise that you start with optimizing the title and H1 and then go from there. And then if you want to go all out, then title H1, H2s, and the conclusion or the concluding title would all be optimized. The other thing you'd also want to do is aligns with the sentiment of the title. So the sentiment of the title here is informational, and so it should be an informational article. In an upcoming video, I'll show you how to determine the sentiment, of a title, so that you can write to the right sentiment and make sure it aligns. So not only do you have a high salience score in terms of your titles and your H1s, but also that it aligns with the sentiment of the article, which improves your chances, all things considered, to rank number 1. So there you have, folks. This is how you measure your salience score. It's very simple. The tools are free. There's a link in the description. You can use the tools for free. I'm not associated with them. I'm not affiliated with them. Let me know in the comments below if this helps you. Like and subscribe, guys. Share it with your friends if you think they need help with their SEO. And I will see you guys in the next video.